46-yard touchdown run for Carlos Grassa.
Hudson lead.
For Carlos, that's his 11th touchdown of the year. The second play of the second period, and the Hawks go 51 yards on 2 plays, and they will line up for the 2-point conversion once again.
Hudson attempts a 2-point conversion.
It's Vio, and there's a flag as Vio is into the end zone.
In for the touchdown.
But they're going to call illegal motion against Hudson. Someone in the backfield moving ahead of the snap. So that'll cost them back to the 8-yard line, a 5-yard penalty. I heard that. We have WSRO right next to us up here, and I mentioned a very interesting statistic. Remember, in the Thanksgiving Day game, Hudson had the ball 7 times and scored on all 7 possessions. They've had it 2 times today, and they've scored on both. 9 consecutive possessions, they put it into the end zone. Quite a streak. The Hawks from 8 yards out will line up to go for 2 anyway. Carlos back to pass, looking, and he has a man open. Now he's going to run to the end zone in the corner. Carlos Grassa, touchdown.
For the 2-point conversion.
He had Feldmade open in the far left-hand corner of the end zone. Carlos took a look to his right. There was nobody there. And from 8 yards out, Carlos adds the 2-point conversion. And it boosts the Hudson lead to 14-0 with just over 10 and a half minutes, just under 10 and a half minutes to go in this ball game. Halftime, that is. I'm too excited here. Sean Whitney ready to kick it off once again for the Hawks. They lead it 14-0. Armbruster, Sean Armbruster. It's been a one-man show for the... He has the sideline. Armbruster steps out of bounds.
Armbruster is out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It appeared that they had him hemmed in, but he broke one last tackle and turned the corner. Run back of about 10 to 15 yards, most of it lateral. So Bartlett with good field position at their own 39-yard line. Michael Mont, number 82, comes out wide to the near side. Duskowski gives it to Armbruster. Armbruster nailed.
Ball carrier.
Wardwell and Mulvaney on the hit.
Wardwell on this stop for Hudson. Gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup out to the 41-yard line.
2nd and 8. Market at the 41 of Bartlett.
This time Duskowski keeps it, and the sophomore quarterback on the option. Stopped by Mulvaney. Wardwell also there. Duskowski gets it out to the 47-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 from the Bartlett 47-yard line.
And I believe that's the first carry by anyone other than Armbruster for the Bartlett Indians. Running the option once again, pitching it to Armbruster. Armbruster nailed after he picks up the first down. Mulvaney on the stop along with Carlos Grassa. Bartlett has got it down to the Hudson 46-yard line, first down.
Rocker on the stop for Hudson. First down.
The marker just outside the 46.
From the Hudson 46-yard line.
Duskowski checks back into the huddle. Went to the sidelines to get a play from Coach Ferrari. And he's going to run the option once again. Pitching it late now to Armbruster. Armbruster with Vio and breaks the Vio tackle. Skips by another one. Fumble. But Armbruster managed to fall back on it.
Ball was loose. Recovered by Armbruster.
Host of Hudson tacklers in on that one. Colin DeBarker, one of them.
2nd and 9.
It's a pickup of just 1 yard to the Hudson 45-yard line. 2nd and 9 now for the Indians. They trail at 14-0 with under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. The option again, and Duskowski keeps it this time. Gets it inside the Hudson 40. Val Cuna on the stop. They'll mark it at the 39-yard line of Hudson. It'll be 3rd and 3. So the Indians finally getting away from the Sean Armbruster left, Sean Armbruster right offense, and Duskowski is finding some running room with the option. He runs it again. This time he flips it out to Regis. Regis as a hole. Regis. First down inside the Hudson 25-yard line.
22-yard line. First down, Bartlett.
Colin DeBarker on the stop. And this is the best the Indians have looked to this point in the game, as they have a drive now underway, and they're inside the Hudson 22-yard line. This is Regis, and he's going to be nailed at the 20. Carl Haywood on the hit.
Haywood on the stop.
It's a gain of 2.
Gain of 2.
2nd and 8 now for Bartlett. Bartlett has 4 timeouts remaining. The unofficial clock is ticking down, coming down to 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Armbruster finds a hole, now pitches it, fumble! Haywood has it in the air! Goodbye, Carl Haywood! No one will stop him!
Touchdown.
One of the more amazing plays you'll ever see. Duskowski, under wraps, attempted to pitch it back, and the ball popped up in the air, and Haywood caught it in the air and went 75 yards for the touchdown to put Hudson ahead 20-0. Well, you get a good picture of that one too, right in front of you. For Carl, his 8th touchdown of the year. The Hawks will attempt the extra point kick. Sean Whitney out of the hole of Dan Galati, and the kick is good.
21-0.
And Hudson ups the count to 21-0 with unofficially just under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. What would you call that, an interception? Whitney once again to kick off with that successful extra point. Sean Whitney is 7 of 10 on extra points for the year. Hudson has tried a bunch of people there. The turtle onside kick. And it's going to be recovered by Bartlett at their own 42.
By Anderson. Marking it the Bartlett.
Number 75, Darrell Anderson. 6'1", 201-pound senior covering the ball at the Bartlett 43-yard line.
First down, Bartlett.
Well, Bartlett trailing now 21-0, starting from their own 43-yard line. 4 timeouts and about 6 minutes to go in the first. Regis with a hole, and Regis manages to get into Hudson territory as Dan Vio got a piece of him. Carlos Grosser and Haywood out here cutting down the interference, and Vio got a piece of Regis and tripped him up.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll spot it right at midfield.
2nd and 3.
A pickup of about 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. So I guess Mr. Armbruster is tired. Now it's Regis' turn to lug the ball. Jason Regis. And this is a reverse. Number 82, Michael Mont. Mont manages to avoid one man. Another. Mont out of bounds. Has the first down, I believe.
Out of bounds.
At the Hudson 44-yard line.
First down. Knock it at the 44 of Hudson. First down.
Who, Mont? Is that Mont? And Mont, slow to get up on the far sideline. They'll mark it at the 44. And trying to get a look at Mont. He seems to be over on the bench. First and 10, Bartlett from the Hudson 44.
Armbruster the ball carrier.
Sean Armbruster on the carry.
Knock it at the 40.
Colin DeBarker on the stop as he gets it down to the 41-yard line.
Gain of 2.
A gain of
2nd and 8.
A little more than 2. We'll call it 2nd and 8. Holland, the ball carrier. His first carry, I believe.
Holland is to the 30.
Maybe his second carry. Hard man to bring down at 6'3", 226 pounds. He's close to a first down inside the Hudson 35, and I believe they're going to call in the chains. Nope. They signal a first down for Bartlett.
First down, Bartlett. Mark it at the 33 of Hudson.
Unofficially, about 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Hudson leading at 21-0. Bartlett first and 10 from the Hawk 34. Duskowski on the quarterback sneak, breaking tackles, but there is a flag. There is a flag on the play.
There is a penalty flag down.
Mulvaney and Gross are on the stop. It is a holding call going against Bartlett. So that'll put them in a little bit of a hole. They'll be looking at first and 20.
Mark it at the 43-yard line. First and 20.
Ball spotted at the Hudson 43-yard line, first and 20. Duskowski running the option, looking for running room, and he's going to be stacked up after a pickup of 2, maybe 3. He's still fighting for yardage. The whistles are blowing here. And now he gives a knee. He knees somebody, and the official caught it. The official caught it. I believe it was Dan Vio that had a hold of him. And Duskowski brought his knee up into him after the whistle had blown, long after. Personal foul going against
Personal foul is the call against
the Bartlett Indians.
Number what? Needed. It was the quarterback, Duskowski.
So the personal foul against Duskowski, probably a little frustrated at this point.
45-yard line.
His team down 21-0 with time running down here in the first half. And that'll move it all the way back to just outside the Bartlett 45-yard line. They have to get it all the way to the Hudson 23 for a first down.
Second down and 32.
The pitch to Armbruster, ready to throw a pass. Under pressure. Telling his Holland, go downfield, go downfield. Armbruster, a flag on the play. And a huge hit by Mike Mulvaney. There is a penalty flag on the play. We may have linemen downfield. We'll wait for these officials to figure it out. It's a holding call against Hudson.
The call against Hudson.
The flag is at the Hudson 48-yard line. And they'll mark it at the Hudson 42-yard line.
42-yard line of Hudson.
So we're down about second and maybe 19 or 20 yards to go for the first down.
It'll be second and 20 from the...
The official still conferring over the ball. Now he's... It's an automatic first down. That's what he's saying. Defensive holding. Automatic first down.
It is first and 10.
So a big break for the Indians, who are reeling, looking at a 32 yards for a first down. They get the defensive holding call, and they're set up at the Hudson 42 with first and 10. Armbruster goes in motion. The pitch is to Armbruster. Armbruster trying to get outside. Derek Carroll nails him. Dan Vio to finish up. They'll spot Armbruster down at the 38-yard line.
Knock it at the 38-yard line.
Pickup of about 4 or 5 yards. We'll call it second and a long 5.
Second and 6.
Unofficially 2:20 to go here in the first half. And Bartlett has 4 timeouts. Duskowski now pitching it. Regis looking to get outside, turns it up and is driven out of bounds at the Hudson 33-yard line. Wardwell and Vio in on the stop. Very close to a first down. They're going to mark it for a third down play.
Timeout is being called on the field.
Officials timeout.
2-minute warning being given to both benches.
And it's the 2-minute warning being given to both benches, and they adjust the stadium clock to say 2 minutes. So it's third and very short now for the Indians from the Hudson 33-yard line. Look for Duskowski to keep it. Nope, he gives it to Regis, and Regis stacked up at the line, but he may have got downfield far enough for the first down. He did.
First down, Bartlett. Mark it at the 32-yard line.
Adam Boucher in on the stop. Ball at the Hudson 32. Clock running with about 1:40 to go here in the first half. Duskowski running the option, pitches it late to Armbruster, and he's tripped up. Derek Carroll knifing in there and tripping up Armbruster as he picks up just a yard to the 31-yard line. And the clock running here. Bartlett with 4 timeouts, and they're very slow to huddle up. I would think they'd be trying to save some of this time here as they're down to the Hudson 31-yard line looking at a 2nd and 9. Armbruster trying to get around the outside. He's going to be driven out of bounds, stopping the clock. Bellucci, Haywood.
Armbruster is forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 28-yard line.
They'll spot it at the Hudson 28, where it'll be 3rd and 6. Clock stopped unofficially, 53 seconds to go here in the first half. Hudson holding the 21-0 lead. Back to pass, wide open, and overthrew his man.
Incomplete.
Pete Horan, the open receiver down around the Hudson 10-yard line, got behind his man. The pass let him just too much. He was able to get a hand on it but couldn't hang on. And it'll bring up a 4th and 6. And the Hawks have called the timeout. They're first.
4th and 6 for Bartlett.
4th
The Hudson
and 6 now for Bartlett
28.
from the Hudson 28-yard line. Duskowski with the pitch back to number 46, looking long. Carroll is there, and it's incomplete. Intending it for Horan.
Hudson takes over on down.
Number 46 not listed in the program. Closest man to him, Jason Nolan, number 45, a running back and end, could have been him. But nonetheless, the pass is incomplete, and the Hawks will take over on downs at their own 28-yard line. Unofficially 40 seconds to go in this first half. Hudson with 4 timeouts remaining. Feltmate comes out wide to the near side. Vio and Haywood in the eye. Galati goes in motion. Carlos.
Rocca on a keep.
And unable to avoid number 40. Robert Bourget, they call him here. Over the PA. Robert Bourget, number 40, making the stop. And the Hawks will call their 2nd timeout. They have 3 to go. And we'll be right back.
2nd and 9.
The timekeeper down on the field just had them adjust the stadium clock. There is 20 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 for Hudson from their own 28-yard line. Grassa back to pass.
Back to pass.
Under a heavy rush, gets away from one man, and then there's a flag thrown as Carlos manages to avoid about 5 or 6 Indians before Millette. One of the tri-captains finally knocks him down, but there is a flag in the Hudson backfield. You got it, Fran. A face mask call going against Bartlett. Just 9 seconds showing on the clock. I believe that happened when he broke the first tackle. Looked like his head got turned around.
Face mask is the call.
It's a 5-yard unintentional face mask call.
Second.
Stepped off against Bartlett.
4.
It brings the ball out to the Hudson 34-yard line.
The 34-yard line.
It'll be second and about 4,
Hudson.
and the Hawks will call another timeout. That's their third. They have 2 remaining, but there's just 9 seconds. Actually, it says 6 right now on the clock. Looks like the clock ran. 3 more seconds off the clock. We'll be right back.
Second and 4.
Second and 4, but more importantly, less than 10 seconds to go as the flip to Galati. And Galati breaks one tackle, breaks Armbruster's tackle, and finally driven out of bounds by number 40, Robert Bourget. And I believe the half
The ball carrier.
will come to an end on that play.
End of the first half.
In a first half that was absolutely dominated by the Hudson Hawks. They head for the locker room leading 21-0 on touchdowns by Vio, Grassa, and Haywood. We'll be back with the second half after these messages. There's some Hudson fans. Stephanie Eath here. Nicole Cesario. Melissa Chasen. Enjoying this first half, 21-0. As we are being entertained by the Bartlett Indian Marching Band at halftime. Oh, there's Dottie. We are back just prior to the second half. As you see the captains for the respective teams out there. This time Hudson will be receiving the kickoff. Derek DeBarker not looking too bad there on that broken ankle as he jogs to the sidelines and the Hawks huddle up. Hudson leading at 21-0. Went up 6-0 on a 4-yard Dan Vio rush. Grosser attempted to rush in the extra points. He was stopped at a big hit by Scott Holland. In the second period, there was no stopping Carlos as he went 46 yards
Second half.
on the option.
And defends the south end zone.
Hudson was penalized for motion on the extra point attempt. And they were pushed back to the 8-yard line, but Grosser managed to drop back to pass and found clear sailing to the end zone off the right side. They led it 14-0. And then Carl Haywood electrifying the hometown.
Carolyn Mulvaney.
Home side of the field. Hudson Hawks with a 75-yard run on an intercepted pitch out. Mike Mulvaney. Mulvaney has a hole up the middle. Out to the Hudson 39-yard line.
Mulvaney returns
Millette
12
on the stop.
to the 38-yard line.
Paul Brosnahan also
First down.
with an assist on that tackle.
They have 38.
They'll mark it at the Hudson 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Hudson has yet to punt in this ball game. Temperature up around 50 degrees here on December 8th. Big hole for Haywood, breaks one tackle. And finally submarine by Sean Armbruster as he gets it out close to the 45-yard line.
Haywood
Pickup of 6.
Stop made by Horan.